Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we are making a coconut buckwheat flour bread. So for those of you who are joining me who are on the Candida diet, or maybe you have highly allergic reactions to certain things in gluten or wheat, or obviously trying to get healthy, staying away from white flour, you can substitute those breads with a coconut buckwheat flour bread. So what I'm going to do is get started by telling you all the ingredients you're going to need for this bread. So you're going to need coconut flour. I have organic coconut flour. You're going to need some buckwheat flour. You're going to need flaxseed meal, ground flaxseed meal, and that is actually going to act as my egg replacer because I am allergic to eggs. I can tolerate at least one egg in this bread, so what I do is I use one egg for the texture of the bread. So I'm using organic extra virgin coconut oil. You're going to need some baking powder, stevia for a little bit of flavor, salt, and cinnamon. Now, along with the ingredients, you're going to need a regular bread making pan. You're going to need an egg whisker. You're going to need a regular bowl that you can mix all your ingredients in. You're going to need a 1/4 cup measuring cup. You're going to need a 1/2 cup measuring cup. And you are going to need a tablespoon, a teaspoon, and a 1/4 teaspoon. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to start off the bread making process by first making my egg substitute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, about a 1/2 cup of water, and I'm going to put that right into my kettle. I am going to turn my kettle on, and that is what I'm going to be using my egg substitute with. So while the water is boiling, I'm going to use my extra virgin coconut oil, and I'm going to take a 1/4 cup of that, and I'm going to put it right into the bowl. Once that is in the bowl, I am going to crack open one egg, and I'm also going to put that right into the bowl. Then in a separate cup, I'm going to proceed on making my 4 egg substitutes. 1 tablespoon of flaxseed meal is going to need 3 tablespoons of hot boiling water. Once you do that equation 4 times, you will have 4 egg substitutes. So you can see from this picture the egg-like texture. So when you mix those ingredients together, it acts like a binder because it all becomes sticky and slippery just like an egg. Mix the 4 egg substitutes right into the mixture. Now, because the water was boiling, so it's very hot, it's actually going to melt the coconut oil. So it's going to be easy to blend all of those together. So go ahead and mix all those ingredients up together, and then what we're going to do is get a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So we're going to get that, we're going to put it in the mixture. Then we are also going to get a 1/4 teaspoon of stevia, and we're going to put that right into the mixture. Then, since I like the taste of cinnamon so much, I'm going to go ahead and put a tablespoon of cinnamon, but feel free to make any adjustments to any of these measurements that you feel is best suited towards your taste buds and your needs. Now go ahead and stir that around. Next, what I'm going to do, and I forgot to put it in my ingredients list, I will put it in the description below, is some coconut milk. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting 1/2 cup of coconut milk right into the mixture. So go ahead and give that a good stir. So now that all those ingredients are stirred together, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the buckwheat flour. So I'm going to take 1/2 cup of buckwheat flour. I'm going to put that into the mixture, stir it around. Then I'm going to take 1/2 cup of the organic coconut flour, and I'm also going to mix that into the mixture. But word of advice, if your batter is a little bit too sticky, it's too thick, it's not stirring very well, go ahead and add a little bit more of that coconut milk just to loosen up the texture a little bit. That's really going to help you. So once that's all mixed in there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and I'm going to mix that into the mixture. So now what we're going to do is we are going to grease up the pan. So what I'm doing right now is I'm greasing up my bread pan with a little bit of the organic coconut oil. That's going to keep the flavor consistent, but at the same time, it's going to keep your bread from sticking to the pan when it's ready to come out. And once your pan is all greased up, you can go ahead and put all the batter right into that pan. So as far as the oven goes, what you want to do is you want to set your oven to 350 degrees, and you're going to want to leave your bread in the oven for about 40 minutes. So because ovens differ, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to watch your bread. So maybe set it to about 35 minutes and check it for the last 5 minutes. So once you set the oven, go ahead and put that right into the oven, right in the middle rack, and it's gonna bake for you. And that's about it. After 40 minutes, we're going to take it out of the oven and look at what we've got here. This bread looks so good. And if you go ahead and press on it, you can feel that there is a nice spongy texture, but yet it's nice and dry, so it's not moist on the inside. It really feels like a very soft bread loaf. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try it out with you guys. Guys, this is so delicious. Go ahead and make yourself a coconut buckwheat flour bread today. Bye, guys.